A Utah high school student was taken into custody today after bringing a gun to school. The arrest comes amid nationwide concerns over a rumored TikTok challenge involving school shootings. The student charged attends East High School in Salt Lake City. Inside the student's backpack, police say they found a gun and several bullets. Salt Lake City's Chief of Police, Mike Brown, answered many questions regarding the credibility of the TikTok trend.
We run every threat to ground, and whether it's real or not. Today's, someone had a gun at East High School. But just because it's a threat or maybe a joke, it is no less serious. And we don't find a lot of humor in that. We will file charges, if appropriate, on those that post those type of threats. So,
Western Slope, District 51 reports the threat is not credible, but the district had heavy law enforcement presence across the valley today out of an abundance of caution. Nationwide, more than 170 schools closed, including 7 students that were arrested in Texas tied to the threat. We now take a look at the threat from across the nation with our Fox News correspondent David Lee Miller, who is in New York with the details.
Across the country, schools were on high alert for so-called National School Threat Day. Viral messages posted on social media sites warned of school shootings and bombings. Although Homeland Security and other law enforcement agencies said the threats were not believed to be credible, they were not ignored. In Salt Lake City, a student who posted a photo holding a gun was arrested with the weapon and ammunition on school grounds.
when the students showed up, our officers immediately took them into custody and located on that student both a gun and ammunition.
In the wake of the threat, some schools canceled classes or increased security. Lincoln High School in Tacoma, Washington went into modified lockdown with all exterior doors locked.
It's crazy, scary. I mean, nothing like this has happened before.
Multiple reports say many of the threats were posted on TikTok. In a statement, the company said in part, quote, "We've exhaustively searched for content that promotes violence at schools today, but have still found nothing. What we find are videos discussing this rumor and warning others to stay safe." The statement goes on to say, quote, "We're working to remove alarmist warnings that violate our misinformation policy." In New York City, the Department of Education is asking parents to tell their children about the consequences of making threats on social media that could, quote, "jeopardize their bright futures." The police commissioner in Nassau County, New York, warns that anyone with access to the internet can create fear.
You take a stock photo of a weapon, you put that onto a post, and then you write underneath it, "I got guns, I'm going to shoot up the school."
According to the FBI, in addition to violating local laws, posting a hoax threat against a school is a federal crime. The consequences are real, up to 5 years in federal prison. In New York, David Lee Miller, Fox News.
Thanks, David.